To order the Design and Technology Teachers Pack, price £3.50, the pupils' books introducing CDT, price £4.95, and GCSE CDT, price £4.95, and the Materials Investigation and Choice Software, price £19.95, please contact your local ITV company. Alternatively, send a cheque or postal order to Schools Publications Office, Thames Television, 149 Tottenham Court Road, London, W1P 9LL.
VTR's running. 10 seconds.
Well, the original idea of Mike and Angelo was to do a drama comedy show that was set in a house. At first, this could sound as if you were limited in what you could do, and our original idea was then to try and not make it boring. We would bring something very exciting and original into the house and see what we could do with that.
So we did what we could to try and invent some kind of fantasy element, which we thought would colour the whole thing up somewhat, and hence the creation of the character called Angelo, which is, what is Angelo? You can tell me what Angelo is.
Well, we've never actually said what Angelo is, whether he is an alien from another dimension, he could be an angel. We've never specified what he is, but he's certainly got some amazing abilities.
A very wise choice. A spaghetti for two, eh? A spaghetti for two.
He can walk on the ceiling. He's got a fantastic power to talk to plants. He can communicate with animals. He makes extraordinary inventions. And with all that going on, within the house itself, he could get up to all sorts of wonderful and wild adventures.
So rather than seeing the house as a limitation, we saw it as something which could free our imaginations. There's an episode in the series which we're filming at the moment where Mike and his mother, Rita, have a fight. And the story goes that he then says, OK, I'm leaving home, I'm out of here, he says. And we had a problem. If he goes out of here, if he goes out of the house, where's he going to go? So we knew we couldn't go on film, we couldn't see him running off up the street. So we thought another interior, and we thought the garden shed, perhaps. Then we took the idea a little bit further. We thought, well, since we have this fantastic friend who can do anything that he wants, how would it be if he transformed the shed into some kind of wonderful dream palace, which any kid would love to live in?
Holy cow! Do you like it? Do you like it? Do you like it? Hey, you ain't seen nothing yet, kid. Watch this. Fancy a light lunch?
Far from not having things done, Graham, the designer, and Neville, the director, take some of our ideas and actually take them even further than we originally thought.
On Mike and Angelo, we have the basic house, which we call the house composite set, which goes in every week, not too expensively dressed. This is a sketch model made from the working drawings. This is the hall, the porch, stairs. You come into the lounge. This set, as I say, goes in every week and is the mainstay of the show, really. So many people refer to the floor plan. The director, obviously, his actors' movements, the lighting director, scene master setting the scenery in the right place, cameras, get their cameras in, and sound for their booms.
Yeah, yeah. Why? Aren't you the bloke I saw at the door 10 minutes ago?
During the rehearsals, the actors will know where they're set and where the doors are and where they have to stand, and the cameras will know which position they're in, because they'll be all given numbers and marks and shot numbers, which the PA works out and types up. To scatter and spread over the kitchen. Angelo enters first. The rehearsal room will have been marked up in tapes by a stage manager, and the actors have to work and move within these tapes, which represent the walls, windows and doors of the sets.
Who?
Daffy Duck. Who do you think? Now go on. Go.
Go!
On this particular production, which is a drama-based production, there'll be a production team which consists of PAs, floor managers, set designers, costume designers, makeup, stage managers, actors, and cameramen, lighting directors, soundmen. I always find the longer you have in rehearsals, the cleaner and quicker production you have when you get into the studio, because the studio is very, very expensive. There they have the moment when they can chat with all the rest of the production team gathered together. After, say, 3 days rehearsal, I will then go and camera script it, which means on a particular multi-camera shoot, making cameras, 4 cameras I generally use, fitted into a script. On this camera script, we don't shoot in sequence, we shoot out of sequence, which means I'll be doing scene 6, kitchen, day 1, and that'll be the first shot of the day, which is on camera 2A, in position A. A 2-shot of Rita and Brett means that there'll be 2 people in the shot, and the 2 people in the shot will be Rita and Brett. MS Angelo will be a mid-shot of Angelo, which is from his waist up to his head. As he finishes on that line of dialogue, and this is why it's important that the actors know their lines correctly, because the vision mixer has to cut. And it seems arbitrary, but la, 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 he has to cut directly on that to a shot 3, which is on camera 3A, which is a 3-shot, which will be Rita, Brett and Angelo.
Really nice of you to invite me over for lunch, Reet.
Aw, well, we don't see enough of you these days, Brett. Are you sure that you're all right?
Yeah, fine. Lay, 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 lay. Oi! Weren't you the, A lunch is a sale of that.
From the camera script, I've done a storyboard to explain visually what shot 89 and 90 and 91 are about. And this is a storyboard which is for scene 24, which is Brett, who has been shrunk to a very small person by a ray gun which Angelo has invented, and he meets a cat. This is Brett climbing down the spaghetti out of the dustbin. This particular drama production uses lots and lots of special effects. For instance, Angelo has to be able to walk on the ceilings. At first, this was a problem. Well, how does one get an actor to walk on a ceiling? One can't believe it now, but it took a lot of weeks of trying to work out how to do it. I finally, one night, came up with a solution. All we do is turn the set upside down. Ceiling's on the floor, and the floor is on the ceiling, and he just walks around. Very good. Okay. And action. Oh, that sounds simple. There is lots of technical things that go into it to put it back the right way around. But I mean, for the actor, it's quite easy. Good work with him.
To make the costumes last for some shows, for long-running shows, they have to be really sturdily made, very sturdily made, which will mean lots of layering, lots of linings, interstitching, lots of padding. If it's for something that is just very, very quick, then you can afford to eliminate all of those. It can be run up, so it won't last for very long, but long enough for the act to go ahead. With Mike and Angelo, we would have about a month in advance, and that is for scripts, shopping, buying, making. But because it is a very long-running series, we are continually making and shopping throughout the series. think our task is to project the characters. So you can see their characters straight away, their part in the production. Angelo's like a sort of grown-up child. He sees everything with wonder. I think it's things that we take for granted now. He sees them with renewed wonder. And he has a very upside-down logic.
You're not supposed to see this bit because I'm supposed to just do that and the costume appears, you see. It takes a little longer than that in reality.
Happy.
Does it match perfectly?
Okay, no.
Then we're ready.
As close as you're going to get it. Go on, you need Emma.
Oh, God.
Right, just sit down.
Right,
You're going to keep that hat on?
oh,
You squash it.
it's actually glued on, that hat.
It's there forever. Basically, we're making Tim slightly darker than your average human being because he is supposed to be an alien. We haven't got the time, or we don't want to make him look too extraordinary. It's basically a very simple corrective makeup taken a little bit further. We shade in the cheeks here to make him look as though he's got some shape into his face.
One of the nice things about Michelangelo is the zany things that Angelo gets up to. This, for instance, is the truth helmet which he devised to make the mother's boyfriend tell the truth about the fact that he's after a fortune. If you wear this, you can only tell the truth. The other thing he got up to was to get a big wardrobe up the stairs. He devised this shrinking gun, which shrunk the wardrobe to a very small size, which then made it small. You can easily take it up the stairs, and up the stairs again, he made it large. And unfortunately, a friend of Rita's got hold of it, and used it the wrong way around, and he ended up that size. One of the tricks we use in television is we call ultimate, which is a method of cutting out a picture from one source, superimposing it on another. By shooting something on a blue background, the ultimate doesn't register the blue background. You can superimpose that onto anything you like.
Have you got something you can drop in there heavy, Bobby, just to weight it?
Wait, yeah. Come on here.
Right.
Where is it?
So it's 3/1.
Need his hands.
Gavin on the blue, and Angelo's hands.
Are you nearly ready to go for a rehearsal, Tony?
Yes, very nearly.
Okay. On the studio floor, directly in contact with me, is a floor manager, and he will be my
Let's rehearse, please.
number one on the floor. A production gallery, and a studio-based production, is a command post of everything that happens on the studio floor, and all the sounds and every picture we see here is being transmitted from the studio floor up to this gallery. All the people who are sitting in these galleries in chairs are the people who have individual jobs and responsibility.
What have you got in your
31G on
hair?
2, 31H on 4, 31G on 2, 31H on 4.
And we have to see that, Peter. And tape run there and do shot 44, which is a close-up of the ray gun. Costume change. Angelo, please.
Change costume, please.
Did you get her?
Let's have Tim to do the action while we're waiting.
Let's just do the action while we're waiting.
Okay, big boy. Hang
Go
on
to
your
big and small.
drawers.
And
I'm about to cut you down to size.
Let's go.
all cameras and people have earphones and earpieces, which they get direct talk back through my microphone, and they can reply back on their own microphones back to me if I'm asking questions. The lighting director will be often working from the studio floor, adjusting lights and running around and making the positions of the lights work for the particular scenes.
In 5.
You never have enough time really to shoot it all in, so you're always running and working very fast at high speed to it, and you're relying totally on your production team to help you on the studio days. At the end of the day, I have a program, or it's all on tape, all totally out of sequence, although individual scenes will have been completed and shot. From this, I will move into an editing situation and take all the tapes, and we generally use, say, 2 tapes. These 1.5-hour tapes will have to be cut down and edited to a 20-minute program.